Now let's look at another sign that we can see in public that might be a tangible clue as to who is who and whether or not they're a Freemason or not. And this is handshakes. There are various handshakes. You see knuckle, the thumb on the knuckle, a thumb on the knuckles again, and various knuckle ones. And in public, they do it differently. And so this is not something that you can readily see. You can see that, but you can see two Freemasons here at least doing that handshake. And so it's the thumb on the knuckle, distinctly that way. Another Freemason here doing that handshake. You can see the similarity of that. This may or may not be, but I'm just going to here to tell you that there is a distinct handshake and you can spot it if you're aware of it. This is a video on the internet. It's a very ominous video. Here's the patriarch, Father Bush, and the son coming and sitting down next to him, and the father offering his hand to the son, and the son actually giving this Masonic shake. Very distinct on the internet. You can see that. Just try and look it up. George W. Bush handshake with son or something of that nature, and you'll see this video on there. But it's something to be looked at as the Don or the mafioso father getting the adoration of the son and the respect of the son with a mother on the inside. Ron Paul speaking at Jesuit Georgetown University. Now, I'm not trying to place him there and saying that that's the case, but there's a lot of things fishy about who Ron Paul is. They like to take a census on who is listening to someone who is constitutional and against the Federal Reserve and doing all of this stuff that is exposing these people, getting very little support. He's got a lot of support on the young side, but never gets elected, but still in the spotlight, saying everything right. And they take census on this stuff. But you can see here across the table that distinct pressure of the thumb on the knuckle. There it is again. Very interesting. His wife and daughter, again, are Freemasons. You have here Tony Blair and the Pope. Very distinct handshakes going on. Look at this. Very clear that this is Masonic. So the Catholic Church is heavily into this. Look at that. That is not a normal shake. So nowadays we can spot these things out. And across the table, interfaithism going on there. Moving forward, look at these handshakes. Very distinct. Look at this. Ooh, pressure on the thumb. Very clear. This is John Paul. This one doesn't look like it completely, but I'm just showing you people who we know are Freemasons. Whether or not we catch them in the act or not. Getty Images, look at that handshake. This looks very clear. This is Sharon, I believe, from Israel. To the Masons of Peace, Yitzhak Rabin, King Hussein, and Bill Clinton. This was an ad taken out. So you can understand even the opposition is within this. And they are all Freemasons. Working out this plan for a new world order. Moving here, here's Abbas and Ariel Sharon. Well, that's not a handshake, I don't believe, but anyway, just to let you know that we're trying to be reasonable here. I believe Itzhak Rabin was a Freemason, and you saw that in that ad. Now, moving on to Gaddafi. Gaddafi's been taken out and killed, and so here's an example of him working with the CIA. He's allowed to be in office and run his country, and now taken down radically. That's how they work. Across the table, oh, the famous Gorbachev and Reagan era of taking down communism. It's still there. Okay, look at the handshake with science and technology and NASA. Here's the young Barack Obama. Here's the Beatles. Look at this interesting handshake with, of course, the Freemason. And then the best friends, Jay-Z, Kanye. Look at these guys. He is heavily involved in world affairs. This is on the internet. You can see Lady Gaga, left-handed handshake with Oprah. It's very clear. I know this is a blurry image, but just to show you that she actually positions her hand to give a Masonic shake. And you can see a little outline of the thumb there. It's very distinct that she positions it that way. And now looking at an old design of the nickel and the handshake, that's not the handshake. They just show it as a sign of brotherhood.